Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are currently down in Florida for this weekend's adventure. This is going to be a short video, but check it out. Hold on. There's Ruby. There's our new Dometic chairs, and those things are super comfortable. And then CVT10, and we got the new Crescent Crew kayak out there. I got a little bit sunburned, so my last trip, so I'm wearing a shirt this weekend. And a couple of things I wanted to show you, new gadget wise. We're getting ready to cook breakfast, having a little camp breakfast before we head out to the beach for the day and do some activities. And this is a beautiful campsite. So over there on the left side, far side of the trees, you can see the bay. There's a little bay out here on the water, a little island surrounded by water. We're gonna fire up the stove here. Yep, we got heat now. Stove, boil some water. I want to show you guys something new. Saw down at the Save Expo a few months ago, but we're gonna make some coffee, and we're gonna make some really good coffee. So I got some Black Rifle coffee. I bought a little grinder and an Aero-Press. So let me pull those out and let you guys take a look. So over here we got the water boiling. Got a couple of cups here, and right now we're just gonna sit down and show you guys coffee press. Got a bag of tea here. So I brought with me this little grinder. Picked this grinder up, local grocery store. It's hard to find actually a manual grinder these days. And then this is called an Aero-Press. As you can see, it's got numbers here. I don't think the numbers really mean anything. This is probably a 2, but you can make espresso, you can make cold brews, you can make all kinds of things out of this. And the way it works, set that back here, is it comes with these little bitty filters, these little paper filters. And you put that in the bottom, take and you screw that on. Not too tight because it will pop loose. Comes with a measuring device in case you're like me and you make too much your coffee too strong sometimes. And then over here you got this little mixing wand. And so what you do is you just take your coffee grounds, pull up your Aero-Press, and this is a game changer. I was using instant coffee for a long time. Now, I'm not a huge instant coffee person. Some people like it. I'm like last resort. And it's windy, so coffee grounds blew everywhere. It's okay, we'll have a little coffee in our pancake mix. One scoop of that, and you're in business. And this is pretty strong, so if I make a Yeti, I'll do one of these scoops full for a Yeti, and I'll just keep running water through, mix it up between pours, and then what this does is it sits on your cup. You pour your water in to the Aero-Press, and then you press down. So pretty cool. So we're gonna continue cooking a little bit of breakfast this morning. Clean that up a little bit. Don't tell anybody, a little coffee in the pancake. So hopefully soon we'll have some water boiling, and then we'll make some coffee. So while we're waiting on the coffee here, just gonna take and dice up some potatoes. So we'll do a pretty big breakfast this morning. It's been a while since I've done a breakfast. We haven't gotten to travel much here in probably about 2-3 weeks, together at least. And so this is a Japanese knife. This thing's sharp as all get out. This is a no box, just like what you would see at a hibachi restaurant. And so if you keep this thing sharp, it will stay sharp. And so for the potatoes, I just like to quarter them. Half the little baby there, half this little baby. Oh, we'll pick up our trash here in a sec. So I actually have a backyard project to grow some potatoes. I don't know if any of y'all are interested in that, but prices of vegetables and everything. We threw some seeds in some pots and just doing like a bucket garden, and so we figured we would try that out. So while we're waiting on the water to boil, I'm gonna go and get the potatoes started. Grab some olive oil. I like to keep my liquids inside of a Ziploc bag inside the containers just in case it ever spills. Just a healthy dose of olive oil. No butter needed. So I'm gonna fire up the burner on this one. Yep, you can't always see the flame, but you can at least get it going. I like to drop my potatoes as soon as I start heating the oil because it does not take long at all to get warm. Wind is killing that little stainless steel pot. Cast iron gets really hot and stays hot, so the wind doesn't really affect it as much. So throw those in, add a little seasoning, some salt and pepper if you want pepper. I usually just use a little bit of garlic salt. You can use this for dinner. This is my all day recipe. And then what we do is we take our lid here, we throw that on. So that little Lodge skillet is pretty amazing. Alright guys, so we're gonna make our first coffee here using the Aero-Press. Water's nice and hot. It's potable water. So all you do is carefully pour this into the Aero-Press. That's probably a bit much. Give it a little stir here. And we take the top part here of the press and we just press her down. Okay, 4 does one of these little camp cups, so that's good to know. All right, and here we go again. Better pour this time on the Aero-Press. And if you wanted to, you could use it as a gravity press too. Give her a little stir with the little stirring thing that comes with it. Take your press and stick in, and just carefully press down. There you go. Now you got 2 espresso coffees. So, pretty sweet. Bon appetit. So now we've got that going, we're gonna move this one over. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop some pancakes. They don't have to be pretty pancakes. It's camping. So a little bit goes a long way. Pick our potatoes, make sure they're not burned. There we go. Doesn't get much more beautiful than this. Right out here on the water. Doing a little cooking for breakfast. All right, looks like it's about time to flip some pancakes. A little bit of char on them, but that'll be all right. It's camping. It's not a professional chef cooking. This isn't the greatest stove, but it does a good job. There really aren't any gauges or anything, so you just kind of have to eyeball it. So the bacon, we're just going to spread it out. I don't think I've ever seen bacon that fat. Some of that right applewood smoked. My most favorite is a Smithfield center cut, thick cut applewood, but this is probably my second favorite bacon. Take these for another little ride. Man, those are crazy big bacon pieces. Almost like country ham big. You got a little up close. Bam, bacon. Beautiful. Well, yeah, bacon's crisping up. I'll come over here and show you these. So, told Lewis at Inca 4x4 about new chairs I got. Man, these things are excellent. They just have a good lean to them. They're aluminum, so they're not gonna rust. And yeah, they're comfortable. So we got this one when we were out west. It was so good. My girlfriend tried to steal my chair from me, so ended up we got her another one too. So they are pricey. Probably the most I've ever paid for a camping chair, but I think they're worth the money because they're good quality. They're not going to break on you. The rockers, I had a couple of rockers. They're comfortable too. The only thing this doesn't have is any type of coaster. So, but these are wood, and if you wanted to, you could make some with a little coaster pocket on it, or you could get a little bag and have a coaster. And I mean, good finish, comfortable, lightweight. So I think they're 8-9 pounds. That's actually comfortable, ergonomic, so like an Eames chair. But let's go check the bacon. So a little secret here, we're gonna throw our bacon that's cooked in with our potatoes, which we turned off. Always the fight with wind. It's hard to get it perfect. All right, now we can drop some eggs. Organic, brown, cage-free is the way to go. So much more flavor. If you can get them from a local farmer, even better. Even a hobby farmer, eggs will be better. Time to flip our eggs. Start plating. Throw on 2 pieces of bacon. Throw on some potatoes. And we got pancakes for dessert. So, voila guys, bon appetit. Got the water on this side, got water on that side. Pretty cool. It's a good looking tower. Wow, this place is packed. So this is the downside of beaches you can drive on. This is ridiculous. Very people, lots and lots of people. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed our trip. I think this is gonna wrap it up for this episode. With that being said, I'm glad I get to share my dream with you, but the true purpose of this channel is to motivate, inspire, and inform you guys so you can get out there and start building your dream.